Hi friends, in this video I'm going to talk about motivation for students. I believe when you want to start studying on a topic, first comes motivation to actually pick up the book and read it and stuff like that. You might do that thing after breakfast, or you might do that thing on a specific day, and after a long period of time it starts to become a habit. For some subjects like in A levels, I actually built a habit out of it, which I'll talk later in the video. But first, let's talk about motivation. Now, in motivation, there are two types of motivations. There's intrinsic and extrinsic motivation. Now, in extrinsic motivation, that is driven by external rewards. So if you're in job, your extrinsic motivation might be your monthly salary. And for us, which are students, our extrinsic motivation could be a validation of a grade. So we might study very hard and stuff like that just so we get that A. Sometimes when I'm studying, I would reward myself. That is kind of extrinsic motivation for me. And now, intrinsic motivation is motivation where you might just be doing something because you enjoy it, and you might just be doing something because you love the challenge, stuff like that, but it's all about you. So there's no external factors motivating you. So intrinsic motivation could be taking a walk or reading a book and stuff like that because you enjoy it. Now let me give you an example where I had intrinsic motivation. There's this course called Introduction to Computer Systems, and in this course there was a lot of programming, but this programming was a very low level programming, so it's mainly in assembly language, and it grew very complex because we had to do a lot of stuff in assembly language. And I just told myself that if I actually am able to actually do all of the tasks inside this course, I would be the smartest student in this class. And obviously that wasn't true at all, but at that moment I kind of believed it because that was a lot of programming which I had to do in assembly language. And essentially I grew that intrinsic motivation to actually keep going and keep doing it. And I basically spent most of the night actually working on that assignment, and in the end I actually did all of the tasks. So even though it's not true that I would be the smartest student and stuff like that, now I also have much more complex topics which I don't understand, but at that moment I actually believed it, and I was intrinsically motivated. And I think extrinsic motivation is easier to implement because in extrinsic motivation you could find a study buddy, and you could be extrinsically motivated with your study buddy. So you could be studying together with your friends, and just by seeing that person is still studying, so you would be extrinsically motivated and say oh I've studied as well, and you can go to a cafe or a library, and you could be extrinsically motivated to study because everyone is studying as well. And habits is a routine. After you do it for a long period of time, you might build a routine to study in the morning because you've always been doing it, so that has become a habit for you. I kind of had a habit in A levels where on weekends I told myself that on Sunday I am just going to do maths for that day, because in A levels I had further maths and maths as well, so there was just a lot of maths I was doing. So that became a habit for me where I would just be doing maths. I feel intrinsic motivation is kind of hard to help someone in, because in intrinsic motivation it's kind of your personal kind of motivation. But for intrinsic motivation, I just like to say that for me, I don't feel very motivated in doing a lot of university work, and I'm comparing that with how I was with in school and in college, because I think one of the reasons is that, first of all, our lecturers in university, they aren't very good teachers. They are more of researchers. So one of the reasons is that I don't particularly like how the lecturer teaches in some topics. And second of all, I also realized that there are a lot of smart students as well in my class, and I kind of feel bad when I can't do something. And I kind of feel that a lot of my work which I'm doing right now, it takes me a longer time to actually understand than how it was in actually when I was in college and stuff like that. And I think a lot of people also realize that university is very tough, but I just want to say that university is the peak of our education system. Is going to be extremely hard, and I know it depends on your subject you're learning, stuff like that, but honestly, university is tough, and that is completely normal. And I just feel that in my school days and in college, I used to do a certain amount of work before I would actually understand something, but in university I realized that it takes me more work before I actually understand something. I feel most people kind of give up in studying something, but in university we just need to do more amount of work to actually like understand a specific topic. So this is just a thing to like help you with like intrinsic motivation. And honestly, there is definitely going to be a lot of smart students in uni, and like, you don't need to compare yourself with anyone. You don't need to be the best student in university. You just need to pass your exams, and that is really good enough. And I would just like to end this video with like, anyone who manages to actually go to university is honestly extremely smart, and you're filled with discipline because you've been inside the education system for at least 15 years of your life, which is just incredible. It's alright if you need to put in more effort, because like more effort is actually needed to like understand a specific topic. Alright, that's it for this video, and thank you for watching. Goodbye.